Alright, so today I want to talk about the number one biggest mistake that I see and hear people making when it comes to working out, when it comes to lifting weights. So that thing is not having a structured training program to follow and progressively overload with. What most people do is that they're going into the gym and doing different things every week, every day, all these different things, so they're never actually able to make progress. They constantly hit plateaus because you're not progressing with something, you just constantly are changing the exercises that you're doing. Now, some people will say like, oh, it's muscle confusion or you gotta shock the muscles, but that's not how your muscles work. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. Your muscles adapt to the amount of stimulus that you're putting on them. So what you wanna do is increase that stimulus. Now, it sounds like fancy and all this stuff, but really all that means is that you increase the volume that you're lifting each week. And doing that is very simple. You either increase the weight, sets, or reps that you're lifting. And the only way to make sure that you're doing that properly, to monitor that, is if you have a structured program and you're keeping note of how much weight you're lifting, how many sets you're doing, and how many reps you're doing. So for example, if last week you bench pressed 70 pounds for 3 sets of 8, then the following week, based on how you feel that day, you might not be able to increase that weight from 70. You might be able to increase it to 75 or 80, but if not, you would either go up to 4 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 10. However, you can increase the volume from the previous week. And by doing that, you can ensure that you never hit a plateau and you can constantly make progress because you're monitoring the way that you're lifting. And if you get bored with your training program, that speaks to what you are doing wrong and not a problem with the training program. That means that you're not training to the proper training intensity, meaning you're not pushing yourself hard enough in the gym. When you are completing your sets, you shouldn't be finishing your set feeling like, oh, I could have easily added 5 or 10 pounds, or oh, I could have easily done another 8 reps. You need to be finishing your sets as if you could barely do another rep. You need to keep perfect form for every single rep that you do, but make sure that you're not finishing your set as if it was totally easy. So that is super important, keeping the training intensity in check. It's not a problem with the program, but rather how hard you're pushing yourself. So if you aren't following a program already, I highly, highly recommend that you find one. There's plenty of free ones online, or if you want to have one customized to you, then that's where hiring a coach can be very beneficial. So if you are in need of coaching, I am an online coach as a profession, and training programming is the thing that I love most. Shameless plug. So if you are still unsure of how to get started with a training program, then feel free to DM me or click the link in my bio to schedule a call with me.